Hello friends, welcome back. I am here to deal with the chapter set from standard 7. If you go through the video related to the chapter set of standard 6, you will get an introduction to the chapter. Now in class 7, we shall get introduced to some new terms. So let me write those terms on this whiteboard. First one, cardinal number. Next, equal and equivalent sets. Number 3, subset of a set. Number 4, universal set. And number 5, complement of a set. So we shall learn about these 5 points now. First of all, let me explain the term cardinal number. So you must have already seen the video related to class 6 standard. I had already said earlier in my video related to standard 6 that the elements of a set are written within a pair of second bracket, right? So here I am writing down 2 elements and I have written it in roster method. So A comma B. So how many elements have I written here? You know, I have written 2 elements. So cardinal number denotes the number of elements in a set. Cardinal number is defined as the number of elements present in the set. Cardinal number of set A is denoted by n within bracket A, and in this case cardinal number of A is 2. Next, let us get introduced to equal and equivalent sets. Equal sets. If A and B are 2 sets such that the elements in both the sets are exactly the same. Then the 2 sets are said to be equal. Let me give you an example. Suppose A equals to 1, 2, 3 and B also equals to the same elements, but here I have just changed the order. So also keep in mind that the position of the elements in the set do not matter at all. Okay, if the elements are the same irrespective of their position, then the 2 sets are said to be equal. So here I say set A equal to set B. Next, equivalent set. Two sets A and B are said to be equivalent sets if the cardinal number for both the sets are the same. Right. So, here no matter what are the elements in the set, but if the number of elements are the same, then the two sets are said to be equivalent. Suppose A equals to 1, 2, 3 and B equals to A, B, C. So, you can see cardinal number of A is 3 and cardinal number of B is also 3. Then I will say that A is equivalent to B. Look at the symbol used to denote equivalent. So, A equivalent to B when their cardinal numbers are the same. So, in case of equal sets, since their cardinal numbers will also be same, so equal sets are equivalent set, but all equivalent sets are not equal sets. Fine. Next point, subset of a set. Subset of a set. Now, if A and B are two sets and so if A and B are two sets such that every element of A is contained in B, then A is said to be the subset of B. So, here let me explain with an example. Suppose A has the element 1, 2 and B has elements 1, 2, 3 up to 10 suppose. Okay. So, these elements 1 and 2 are already in B. Fine. So, A will be the subset of B. Now, here you can see one more thing, children. When the number of elements in a set are more in number, then we can use dots in between and then we can write 3 dots in between and write the last element and the first 3 elements within a pair of second bracket to represent the elements of the set. So, here as I said that the elements present in A are also present in B. Fine. That is why A is the subset of B. Fine. So, if elements of B are present in A, fine, if every element of B, if I say mind, please see the term here, every element. So, every element of A is present in B, that is why A is the subset of B. Suppose in a different case, when every element of B is present in A, then I would say B is the subset of A, right. So, in such case, when both these conditions occur, that is A is the subset of B, also B is the subset of A, then A and B becomes equal sets. So, here if I write A as 1, 2 and B also have the same elements 2, 1. So, here the definition that I have written for subset, getting satisfied. So every element of A is contained in B. Also every element of B is contained in A. So I can say A is the subset of B and also B is the subset of A. Thus A and B are equal. They are equal because the elements are the same. But if I need to explain using the concept of subset, this is what I will write. So wherever these two conditions get satisfied, you will see that both the sets turn out to be equal. Next, children, universal set. A universal set is the collection of all elements in a particular context. All other sets in this framework constitute the subset. The subset of the universal set. So here a universal set is the collection of all elements in a particular context. That means this particular set will be the largest of all sets, and any other set that we talk about will always be the subset of the universal set. Now if I talk of all whole numbers for a number system, then the universal set may be represented as the set of all real numbers. So we all know set of whole numbers, if we write the number of, although it is infinite set, it will have less number of elements compared to the number of elements in the universal set of real numbers, right. So every other set will be the subset of the universal set, as universal set is always the largest of all sets. Fine. Next, let us discuss about complement of a set. The complement of a set A is the set of all elements that are present in the universal set U but not in the set A, right. So here I shall write the definition in this way: the complement of a set A is the set of all elements that are present in the universal set but not present in A. It is usually denoted by, complement of a set is usually denoted by A dash or A to the power of C or A bar. Okay. So if I have the universal set as suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 up till 10, and A is the set with the element 2, 4, then what is A complement? A complement will be all the remaining elements that are in U but not in A. So it will be 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this much for today. Thank you.